Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Avengers No Road Home, issue number 1. This is the follow-up to No Surrender. You could possibly skip everything that happened in between No Surrender and No Road Home, but I wouldn't advise it because it's effing awesome, and you damn well better be reading Immortal Hulk, because the Immortal Hulk says some serious crazy stuff in here, and you're just like, oh, that's why I love Mr. Ewing. Dude, great book. This is a great book. You want to start off a limited series? Oh, that's how you do it. This mini event, this no tie-in apparently event. Oh, hells yes, please. So let's get into this, man. Writers: Mark Waid, Al Ewing, and Jim Zub. Those are the writers. The penciler: Paco Medina. Inker: Juan Velasquez. Color artist: Jesus Abertov. Letters: VC's Corey Petit. Yasmin Putri does the cover, and there's a bunch of variant covers. I'm just not getting into all those, sorry. But Carlos Lau on graphic design. So, dude, man. Oh, and of course, the Avengers were created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. I always got time for that. We all do, right? So we get a little conversation here about the Amphisbaena. I don't think I ever pronounced that name out loud, literally, like even before now, which is a two-headed serpent back in Greek mythology. They don't show it in here very well. It looks like it's just, you know, like the long string and like, you know, two heads and the tail behind it. No, on either, like there's a head and a tail on a snake. The tail is erased, and there's a head there. So it's like a two-headed, yeah, both ends. Anyway, quick little conversation about there. And you're sitting there thinking, like, what is this all about? Are we going to be fighting this thing? No, it's just to get into a quick little conversation with a cop, and it's a very fun conversation. Hercules gets called in to handle a situation, a hardware store. Somebody's apparently causing damage and trouble inside of a hardware store. As it turns out, it's Rocket Raccoon. Oh, thank you. Thank you for bringing Rocket Raccoon into this, because hell yeah. And why the ruckus was happening, whatever you think it is, because, hey, it's Rocket, man. It's Rocket. Of course he's going to start the ruckus, right? He's going to start the commotion. Nope. Something entirely different, and it works perfectly. And look, I don't know who wrote this, that, and the other thing, but this feels like a Mark Waid. This feels like a Mark Waid. I love this. This whole first part of the story felt like a Mark Waid. The second part of the story was clearly a Jim Zub, because ain't nobody else in comic books even cares about seeing Scarlet Witch and freaking Jericho Drum, the Dr. Voodoo, Mr. Voodoo, whatever he's, Brother Voodoo, excuse me, not Mr. Voodoo, whatever, you know, he's called himself this week. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I remember commenting on the Uncanny Avengers issue where they showed up, where he's all like, you know, it's like, you just saved my life, and I know you like me, so let's get it on. Like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, there's usually more courtship in online dating. Tinder has more courtship than that nonsense. Like, what the frick was that? Like, just come on now. Come on. Dude, Zub is awesome. He ain't perfect. This is an example. And like, he's sticking with it. It's almost like, you know, you say the wrong thing in a conversation, you got to stick with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, roses are red, apples are green. That's how it goes, right? That's how the thing goes, and you always got to do it. No, it's roses are red, violets are blue. No, I'm pretty sure it's green. Anyway, so yeah, I was hanging out with my girl, and she was telling me, like, you know, hey, roses are red, violets are green. And I was watching on TV another day, and, you know, roses are red, violets are green, you know, apples are green. Dude, chill out. Like, you're wrong. Just admit you're wrong. I like Zub's dedication, but yeah, at some point it's like, dude, this doesn't mean anything. You're not even writing those books anymore, so you're the only one trying to keep this relationship alive, dude. At some point, come on, man, relent. Just relent, let it go. All right, we'll forget it if you forget it. However, something really great is brought on here, and I got a new pitch for a Jim Zub book. New Quicksilver book. Oh, hells yes. I know that Saladin Ahmed did a pretty good book. Pretty good Quicksilver 5-issue limited series. I'm talking about a permanent run with Quicksilver. Because check this out, man. Quicksilver is on Instagram, according to Scarlet Witch in here. And I'm dying. I'm dying at just, like, it was a brief little word bubble, and all of a sudden my head starts racing. Quicksilver level. Like, I'm just in my head, I'm just like, ooh, Quicksilver wants to become an internet superstar on Instagram. Well, I already know how this whole plot will work. he's gonna, be running around with a little freaking GoPro on his head or on his shoulder to run around, and things are gonna short out. And then, by the time he gets one, with the proper friction on and all that, it's gonna turn out that the frame rate isn't high enough because he runs too damn fast. And he's gonna be like, well, I gotta go to a crawl speed in order to get the thing to, come to focus. It's ridiculous. He's gonna go back to the store, talk about, arguing with the freaking guy who sold him the thing on commission, nonetheless. Talking about, I need something that's got a faster shutter speed. What do you got? And just, the big argument, and finally gets into a shouting match because it's Quicksilver, and the guy winds up getting fired from his job. So like they go out and meets him in the parking lot. He wants to apologize. The guy's still mad. They calm down a little bit, and he's just like, listen, the least I could do is buy you dinner. I mean, like, seriously, lunch, something, whatever. Come on. So let me like apologize for real. So they go and they go and they eat dinner, and they wind up hitting off really well. They become really good friends. And the guy's like, yeah, during dinner, he's like, yeah, my girlfriend kicked me out because I lost my morning job. Now I lost this job. Like, I don't even know what I'm going to do right now. He's like, well, listen, I'm actually planning on getting an apartment in the neighborhood. So, hey, listen, you want to go in halves on an apartment? We'll get a nice little 2-bedroom. We'll be good. And, they just like that. And all of a sudden, it's like the bosom buddies. And like, this dude doesn't even need powers, but hey, you wanna make him an Inhuman all of a sudden. Oops, didn't realize that. Like, I'm just saying. And that would be especially good because that Quicksilver is going to be commiserating about his relationship with Crystal, the Inhuman, and that's going to be a big thing. I got a daughter, child support payments are really ridiculous. Dude, I've got the ultimate comic book to tell with Quicksilver. Like, dude, that's freaking awesome. Anyway, so I'm reading this comic book. And we got a whole bunch about Monica Rambeau, whom I love. And unfortunately, she's dating freaking Adam Bashar. If Adam Bashar, like the Blue Meanie, I know he's not really Blue Meanie, whatever. But this Blue Meanie, he's a nice guy. I can't call him the Blue Meanie, even though he was a funny character back in WWE. Look, my point is, the Blue Marvel, he's cool, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm just saying, you can't even fight this guy for this girl because, like, she's awesome. She's awesome. It's not just that she's hot. No, she's awesome. Love her character. She needs to have another solo series. I don't care if it's a limited series, a mini series. Bring it. And you want to bring him along too, fine, but like, this is like the worst boyfriend ever because can't nobody beat him. I don't care if you're the Hulk, you ain't beating this dude. It's like, I just luckily rearranged your freaking face. How you like that? What do you call it? But she's out there trying to help the Vision, and all these guys sitting there talking, and Voyager shows up, and she's trying to recruit some people. All right, and one of the first people she recruits is the Immortal Hulk. All right, now at first it's just like, it's cool, and I like how he's talking to her and how she's talking to him, and it's genuinely like, it's really good, but it gets better because all of a sudden, like, here's Hawkeye talking to freaking Scarlet Witch. And Voyager shows up with the Hulk in this diner, and they're like, hey, we need to recruit you, Scarlet Witch, because, your probability manipulation powers are really freaking awesome. Now it's like matter manipulation. She got all the powers, all right? All the powers. It's her range that's in question. But it's just like, oh, hey. And Hawkeye's like, hey, I can go too. And Hulk goes and makes a comment. Oh, yeah, because the Arrow guy, we really need, we have a great mission for the Arrow guy. It's like, hey, I could be useful too. Besides, like, I thought that we were cool, man. He's like, oh, yeah, sure. We should definitely be cool because you shot me in the head. You talked to Banner, and Banner asked you to kill him. And you, instead of calling for a shrink, a psychologist, to try and help this person who's got suicidal thoughts, who asked you to kill him, instead of, seeking medical attention for this guy, you decided, sure, I'll kill him. So, yeah, we should talk. You know what? You should come along. And if you and I are ever alone, we're going to square things away. And I'm just like, oh my God, this was the Al Ewing part. Duh. Oh my God, that was an intense-ass conversation that was still really funny. But it's one of those funny where it's like, I want to laugh, but I don't see you laughing. I'm saying, like, holy crap. This comic book was hot. And let me tell you something. All that stuff I just told you got you to about here. And look, there's the staple. There's still another half of the book left. So look. Here's an issue 1, essentially. And you're going to find out a whole lot more about what happened here. And there may also be a first appearance in here of a certain character who's capable of killing the entire Greek pantheon minus Hercules. Reminds me of the Chaos War, right? But it's nobody that I've ever seen before, okay? Named, makes sense, because also Greek pantheon, but I don't remember ever seeing this character before. Yeah, so possible, potential, first appearance, depends on point of view. This was a damn badass, spectacular book, and you should definitely go and grab this if you haven't already. This is real talk, man. Y'all need to go and grab this book, because if this first issue is this hot, I don't see how any other issue could be bad. Plus, Conan is going to show up at some point. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I can't wait. I can't wait. Like this, ooh, is this weekly? Is this, I don't even know if this is weekly. Comments below, please, because I would like this to be weekly like No Surrender was. I'm just saying, No Way Home could also be weekly. They could do it. Oh, they could do it. Actually, I think it is supposed to be weekly. But I can't tell you for sure unless I know. So seriously, comments below. You'll get yourself a heart, possibly a no prize. Anyway, guys, that's going to be for me. Definitely grab this comic book. Yo, Professor Bell Comic Book University. Class dismissed.